If your dog turns your car rides into a stressful experience, then you're going to want to stick around, because today I'm teaching you how to turn your dog car rides from this and turn them into this. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be showing you the 3-step method that I take in order to get this done so that you can enjoy your dog car rides forever. Today we're going to break this video down into a couple key points for you to easily understand. You can check out the timestamps below if you need to access them directly. But number one, we're going to talk about why are dogs actually not good in cars? What's the reasoning behind that? We're just going to cover that real briefly. The second thing we're going to cover is the ideal prerequisite training that should be completed before you start working on your car protocols. Next, we'll talk about what to do if you need to take a car ride before you complete your prerequisite training. And then after that, we'll actually cover live demonstration with your dog when you're actually driving down the road. All right, so first let's talk about why are dogs actually not good in cars. There's a couple reasons for that. First of all, it could be anxiety, which is essentially stress from the unknown. Your dog doesn't really understand the car. They don't understand about being in a car or why the car is moving or what that motion feels like or all the things moving around them. There's a lot of new noises and sensations that your dog's not used to. So this can create a stressful response from your dog, which can escalate over time if not addressed. The second thing is going to be insecurity or nervousness. This could be fear of the car, fear of the different sensations or different things that come along with the car, the noises, the motion, but just from a nervous standpoint instead of an anxious standpoint. Overexcitement. We have a lot of high drive dogs that have very high prey drives. They're driving down the road. They don't know how to deal with that motion. They don't know how to deal with the movement from the car, or if things go by you when you're driving, they want to bark or go crazy at the window. All of these are common reasons why dogs just are not good in cars, which means we need to address the root problem and then teach them what to do when they're inside the car, which we'll get into today. Now, real quick, how could you tell if your dog is a little bit stressed in the car? It could be your classic body language cues you're looking for. It could be panting in the car. It could be pacing back and forth in the car or not really settling in the car. It could be tail tuck, hiding in the back corner of the car or in the floorboard of the car. All of these are different things that your dog could potentially be demonstrating in the car, whether that's from anxiety, overstimulation, insecurity, nervousness, or any of these types of things. Before we actually start working in the car with our dog, first, let's go ahead and tackle some prerequisite training. Prerequisite training is going to go ahead and address the behaviors that we want our dog to do inside the car before we even get there, which makes our car training itself actually easier for us. Think of this as baby steps. We're gonna baby step our car training. The first thing we do before we even get to the car is accomplish the behaviors we want in the car away from the car. So with that being said, I do recommend that you get a sit command down. I also recommend you get a down command accomplished. Also, a stay command would be nice, but not 100% necessary if you don't have the time to work on it. And last but not least, I do recommend you complete e-collar or remote collar conditioning with your dog. And again, I'll link videos to where you can watch and do all of this on your own in the description below. Let's say you're short on time and you have to complete some car rides with your dog before you actually complete your car training. That's when you're going to want to use some management techniques in the car. I've got 2 things I recommend you do during your car ride. 1, use a kennel. This is going to help manage your dog in the car and prevent them from practicing things that are working against your car training. Your dog might still bark or whine or be anxious in the car. That's okay, but at least they're contained and managed for the time being. The second thing would be use a back tie. So you can use a back tie along with your leash, for example, to help control what your dog's doing. This is especially useful for dogs that are pacing back and forth in the car or doing crazy things in the car. You can back tie them so they're restricted to a certain part of your car. All right, so we've got Busy here. She is a 6-month-old Bernedoodle puppy. Busy, come. We've got a sit right here. Busy, sit. Busy, down. Busy, stay. So we've got our sit, we've got our down, we've got a stay. I've also got the remote collar conditioning done. We've done all that prior to doing our car sessions. Now we're gonna go to the car. First thing I wanna do is build up positive associations close to the car, right? So I'm just gonna say good. I'm going to reward just for being around the car. Good, and all she has to do is just pay attention to me, give me eye contact. I'll say good, reward, I'll move around. Good, just like that. Once I've done repetitions of that to where I feel like the dog's comfortable, if I have a nervous dog or a dog that's scared of the car, I might do more repetitions. She's seeming pretty comfortable, So now I'll start working in and out of the car here. I'm just gonna get her used to moving in the car and moving out. Moving in and moving out. So I want her to get comfortable moving in and out of a car. Then I want her comfortable doing our prerequisite training, that downstay in the car right here, okay? So all I'm gonna do here, got a piece of food in my hand for a food lure, busy. I'm just gonna lure her up into the car here. You'll notice she won't step right into it, it's all right. Just use my food lure here to encourage her to step up here and check out the car. Good. What I'm gonna do is move to the car rapidly, like so, and try to get her following my food lure in there like that. I'm gonna scoop her up, get her up in there, just for her first initial time getting into the car. Good, now reward her for being in there. Good. Not putting any requirements on her other than to just be cool and get some food rewards, right? Positive association. Now I can back up, I still got the leash in hand, she's following me. Good, right? Didn't have to say anything. I'm gonna use the leash to help get her going up. Good, perfect. So all I did was I just used the leash, I guided her up because I already helped her up that first time. A lot of times when a dog's getting into a car, they just don't know how to get into the car, right? They don't know where to put their feet, they don't know how to jump up in there or whatever. So that first initial me helping her helped her understand, oh, okay, I can jump up in here, it's no problem, right? She went ahead and laid down on her own. The reason why that's important to note is because our prerequisite training has helped us get her there, right? So she's already calmer in the car because of our prerequisite training, right? And she came on out, that's no problem. Busy. I'm gonna encourage her in. Good, just like I did before with the leash. Good. Busy down. Now I'm asking her to down formally. Good. Let's reward. Okay. Now let's just get her used to being in the car with the car not moving. Just gonna put my leash right here, close the door. Got the windows open so I can reward from the window. Good. So you can change up your sessions a little bit. You can do short durations, you can do longer durations. Good. I wanna see her nice and relaxed in here, which she is. So I'm gonna walk around to the other side and reward her from this other side over here too. Notice she got up, busy down. Good. So I'm just building up her understanding of what to do in the car. Busy down. No, down. Good. Right there. So notice whenever I get out of sight, she wants to get up. All I'm gonna do is more sessions of what I'm doing right now to get her comfortable staying down in the car while I'm moving around. It's not a big deal, all right? I'm just teaching her what the expectation is. Busy down. Good. So now I'm gonna get her used to me getting in the car. Okay, so she's in the car, she's relaxed. I've opened the door, it makes some beepy noises. Now I'm getting in the car. Good, right? I'm gonna close this door, act like I'm driving, right? Staying still, we're not really doing anything. If she were to get up prematurely, if she's trying to jump up here with me, trying to jump over here, I can say no. I can use my remote collar to communicate with her to stay down. She does a good job staying down back there. Let me open this door. Go ahead and get out, make sure she stays there. One thing very important about the car is we want to make sure that we control our entries and exits of the car. We don't want our dogs thinking that they can just jump out of windows, jump out of doors if a door opens or whatever, okay? So now let's get her out, okay? So if I open this door, I don't want her jumping up, jumping out, which she did a great job staying down because we've already done our prerequisite training. Grab the leash first, busy out. Right here, busy out. Got her out with this leash right here. She's all tangled up here. I'm busy. Good girl, right? Reward, good. We'll close the door, right? Let's do one more repetition of getting in and getting out, because that's when dogs are gonna be most excited. Come up to the door, we open it, busy, in. Let's use this leash to guide her up in there, perfect. Drop that leash, close that door. If she's sitting calmly, that can be okay. Notice she laid down on her own. Great, good job. Good, let me give a little physical reward there. Got her laying down, nice and comfortable. Let's open this door. Busy out. So we're just gonna guide her out. Good girl. Good. So again, As you do more sessions of this and this becomes a lot easier for you, you won't need to reward as much as I'm rewarding right now, but at the beginning of your sessions, rewarding this much does help create a really strong association and help the dog to really enjoy their training. Now it's time to put our car training to work on the road. So let's go for a drive and see how our training is coming along. All right, so don't forget, when you're driving your car, obviously safety is the #1 priority. So what I normally do, I got myself set up, I got my dog in my car. I've already done all of my training we've showed you up to this point. We've done our prerequisites, we've done our stationary car training. Now we're doing our training when we're in motion, all right? So what I'm gonna be doing, notice she's up, I prefer to be down. Busy down. Nope, 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 good. So what I'm gonna be doing, I got my remote right here. I usually will keep it here on my center console, that way I can access it. What I'll do as I initially start driving, I'll just look over my shoulder like this right here, she's up, nope. Whenever you hear me say no, guys, I'm just gonna give her a little bump on the remote collar, nope. Good, looking for her to go down and be relaxed. If she's sitting and relaxed, I'm cool with that too. I just tend to not prefer standing when we're in the car, okay? Because I don't want to relapse any behaviors and have any behaviors of that are gonna practice working against us. She's sitting up again, nope. Nope, sitting or down, good, is the preference. So if it's safe for me to do so, what I'll do is I'll keep an eye over my shoulder. As I'm paying attention to the road, I'll keep an eye over my shoulder, check how she's doing. If she's doing something she's not supposed to be doing, I'll say no, I'll reach down, I'll use the remote collar, all right? If it's too dangerous to do that, I'll just wait until it's safe to do so. Also, if I notice something in my mirror, I'll be able to pick up on that as well. But I want nice, calm behavior. I want sitting or downing when we're in the car, okay? So when you're first doing this, I'd probably recommend checking out an area that, you know, you're just taking a drive just to take a drive. So you're driving an area that's safe for you to take your time on, safe for you to go at a moderate pace, safe for you to just, you know, cruise, let your dog get used to the car moving, let the dog get used to sitting or downing with the car moving. You know, all of these things are different factors that you want to take into account, because even if the dog's great stationary, doesn't mean they're going to be great when you're actually moving. So adding that motion in there is a big deal. And then if you do that a couple times and you're comfortable with that, then you could go on your normal drives with the dog in the car, keeping an eye on the dog. So she's standing, nope, nope, good, perfect. You can go on your normal drives. Now, the road I'm on right now is a 2-lane road, not a lot of traffic on this road, so it's great just for getting her used to the car moving, maybe hitting some bumps, things like that. It's not great for when those motorcycles drive by and my dog wants to bark at them, right? That's gonna have to be a different road. So more repetitions of this 2-lane road that's nice and easy before I get to those crazier roads is gonna make all of my travel a lot easier. Nope. Good. So this is what the session looks like right here. Let's take a little cruise. That's how you're gonna be getting your dog to be calm in the car long term. Don't forget, consistency, repetition, and patience are gonna be your key elements in your teaching of your dog. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content, and continue to spread the word in this education for other people. And if you wanna learn how to train your dog to the e-collar with our full e-collar conditioning process, go ahead and watch this video right here, and I'll see you there.